recent stats showed was that first home buyers continue to have pretty strong activity in comparison to other groups like owner-occupiers and people who have multiple mortgages.
Hey everyone, Chris and Sam here. Hope you're going awesome. So weekly news for real estate. So Sam, do you want to take it away? What have we got first?
Yeah, so I was having a look at CoreLogic's new data they released on buyer types. So what their recent stats showed was that first home buyers continue to have pretty strong activity in comparison to other groups like owner-occupiers and people who have multiple mortgages. And there's some early indicators that investors are starting to re-enter the housing market.
That's interesting.
Yeah, pretty quickly I think we might see that growing.
Yeah, and that makes sense, right, with all the government policies and then I guess the OCR, which, you know, interest rates have been the big impact for everyone. So.
Yeah, I think still early days, but also cool to see first home buyers. I think what they picked, it was the low deposit mortgages helping them kind of get their foot in the door.
Yeah, real interesting, eh? And then, so for me, I've got some stuff on commercial properties. So over the week, the Reserve Bank released this kind of deep dive into commercial property in New Zealand. The reason that they did that was historically when the economy started to slow down, commercial property and property development have been quite hard hit. So you go GFC, it was quite bad. So they did a bit of a review of the sector. We were delighted to help them on some of the stuff as well. And basically what they found was that in New Zealand, they think commercial property will be reasonably resilient this time around. Mainly because the banks are generally less exposed to commercial property than historically, and that banks have become much more cautious around lending on property development.
Okay.
Yeah, so kind of interesting. And then little nugget of fact in there. So if you look at the banks, 67% of their assets, this would be mortgage lending, is associated with housing, and then 8% is associated with commercial property. So
Yeah, quite interesting.
Yeah, kind of cool to see them side by side and sort of get a sense of how big that lending pool is. So Sam, next up we've got Sales Snapshot, right? What are we doing this week?
Yeah, so we've got a couple of commercial properties that sold at the recent auction. So yeah, what have you got up first?
Yeah, mate. So I'm starting up in Matamata. So I've got 99 Broadway, showcasing on Broadway. 352 square metres on a 400 square metre site. It was built in 2020. It's got a prominent corner spot generating 121,000 per annum across 2 tenancies. This was marketed by Josh Smith from Bayleys Hamilton, sold for 2.08 million under the hammer, and there was a 5.8% yield on that. So I thought that was a good little indicator on the retail. And how about you, Sam?
Yeah, cool. So I've got a property in Auckland. It's 371 Dominion Road in Mount Eden. A high-profile multi-tenanted investment on a large 970 square metre freehold site. And this one was marketed by Mike Adams, Quinn No, and Karen Young from Bayleys Auckland Central, and sold under the hammer for 3.2 million.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a good little property and cool location on that one.
Yeah, awesome. And it's cool to see more activity in the auction room.
Yeah, 100%. Some of those auctions actually getting pretty good activity on them, eh?
Yeah, 100%.
Then so next up we've got a bit of offshore news through our global partner Knight Frank. And so over the course of the week they released their Australian Industrial Review for Q2 2024. This was really interesting. So if you look in New Zealand, we've had a rise in vacancies in industrial, and they've also had the same. So on that eastern seaboard, the level of vacancy, so the quantum, has tripled since the start of 2024, and a lot of this is associated with this record level of new supply coming through the market. So that was interesting to see. And then the other thing is that they've had a rise in investment volumes coming into the market, although yields have remained steady. And then, so Sam, to wrap up, right, property of the week. So mate, you've got one in Auckland this week, right?
Yeah, so I've got 84A Lucin Road in Remuera. Elevated splendour. It's a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom property on 845 square metres, designed by renowned architect Matt Chaplin. Really cool views over the Arake Basin and onto the Auckland Harbour. If you're interested in this property, you can get in touch with David Rainbow or Harry Cheng from Bayleys Remuera.
Yeah, cool. I like it.
Yeah, what property have you got?
Yeah, mate. So I'm down in Queenstown, so I've got 64 Domain Road in Dalefield. Mountain Majesty, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms on 1.51 hectares. It's situated in the heart of Queenstown's Golden Triangle. Perfect blend of luxury, security and natural beauty. It just looks beautiful, beautiful home. If you want to learn more about this one, contact Serena Glass or Sarah McBride from Bayleys in Frankton.
Cool, nice property.
Yeah, real cool way. So Sam, we will wrap it up here.
Awesome, thanks Chris.
Yeah, thanks Sam, and we'll see you guys next time. See ya.